is Ollie from Talking RPGs. I hope you're all staying safe out there. Like a lot of you, I'm stuck at home as well, and I've got to admit I've been struggling to stay productive. So today I thought I'd make something, try and get me back in that sort of headspace of getting stuff done, I guess, and not just sitting around. It is hard, and I hope everyone's alright out there. So today I'm going to make a dice tower. I've been thinking about this for a while. I've got a little bit of leftover wood that I can use for it. Just a little bit of ply. Be a pretty simple design. But yeah, let's go cut some wood. So I started out by cutting out some wood. I didn't really have a specific idea in mind, and that'll come into play a little bit later as well. So I thought, like, if I start with a cube sort of shape, I could work from there. So I started off by cutting some squares and made 6 of them to make, or 5 of them to make it like an open-topped cube. And then I did these sort of smaller pieces that could go inside for the panels. At this point, I hadn't actually thought about where the dice were going to come out, but luckily those panels, one of them was just the right size later on. Seeing how I can get them to fit together. I trimmed some down a little bit to make them fit a little bit nicer, and just having a look at where all the pieces go together and trying to make a decision on that really. As you can see, I had a slight issue with the front part where there was a weird little gap because of the way that I'd orientated the sides of the box and put this short front edge on. So I chopped out a very small bit of wood to fit into that space and hot glued it into place. It seemed to work alright, didn't look amazing, but it wasn't too bad. I was happy enough for a little off-the-cuff project for this to work like that. And I was happy where everything was. I just had a look round, made sure I was happy with it, gave it a little bit of a sand just to sort of start sorting some of the edges out a little bit, making sure everything lined up a bit nicer. I didn't get that front panel in as straight as I wanted to, and there wasn't much I could do about it by that point. So I just sort of left it. Still kind of happy with it though. It looked alright. Again, this was just a project I went into without a real plan, so I kind of thought it would work out alright in the end. design, again, totally off the cuff. I knew I wanted some like depictions of dice on there, and in a sort of either magical or vines, something like that. I'm not the best artist in the world by any means. I do occasionally do some drawings, but pretty amateur stuff really. So this was just a design. I was going with the flow, filling in little gaps where I saw them with the sort of swirly viney shapes. Wanted some of them going around the edges, going off the top, coming off the bottom, but there was no plan for that. I just sort of went ahead and did it. Once all the drawing was done, I heated up my good old wood burner and got that heated up and started to copy that pattern that I had with the pencil lines on there to just get it slightly indented and get that sort of burn on the go. I thought it looked really good by the time I was finished. This did actually take a few days of like just coming to it for an hour or so, walking away, having some food, coming back, do another hour, and I think I did it over the course of like 3 days, just little by little around other things. Once I was done with this, I liked it. It looked cool, but I wanted it to look a bit more grungy, a little bit more like it was like almost dug up and or it had been left in a witch's cast or something like this. I wanted that sort of grungy, horrible look to it, where it was just a bit battered, a little bit worn, and using that nice light-coloured plywood that didn't really fit in with that. So I tried at first some dry brushing on it. If you don't know about dry brushing techniques, then there's plenty of YouTube channels out there that can tell you about that. Basically, you put a bit of paint on your brush and then you dry it out as much as you can, and then you just go over very lightly. And it kind of worked, but it almost put too much paint on the face of it. So it got a bit of paint into those nice little grooves and some of the textures in the wood, and where I'd be burning really nicely, I was going over in a black, but on the faces of it, there was too much paint on it. I didn't like it, so I sanded it back again just to get rid of like the surface paint off that. That worked quite nicely, and then I went over it with a it's like this dark wood polish that I got ages ago for like my living room table. And it's just like a slightly pigmented polish really, and I went over that and it sort of stained the wood this like nice dark grungy colour, which worked really nicely and came up with a really nice finish. Sanded around the corners and rounded everything off nicely after I burnt it as well, just to get rid of some of the sort of surface burns from the pyrography on there as well. And yeah, it was starting to look really good, and I just wanted to put a polish on it. The only thing that I couldn't do, and because of all this lockdown and all the shops being shut, I may have to order something in. We'll see how we get on. But at the moment, I'm just going to leave it Also, it makes a really nice noise when you put dice through it without this. But I want to put like a sheet of felt down the middle, because the inside looks really manky. Like, you can see where all the hot glue is. Obviously, things like the wood stain don't adhere to the glue, so you get this weird little bit around it. But putting a little bit of felt down the inside, I think, will just make it look a lot smarter. But I've left it for now. I still think it looks really good. So yeah, I did a little spin around, as you can see, so just on the table outside where I was burning it. That's another thing, as I did my burning outside this time, because I realised like ventilation might be a bit of an issue, and I do have like a basic dust mask for the workshop, but I do need to get myself one of the proper ventilators really. So I decided to do it outside, and it was a nice day, so no harm done there. So here you go, guys. Very, very basic dice tower. It's just got the one panel in there, so you chuck it in the top and it comes out the side. Like I was saying, you can see all the glue, which I don't like, and that's why I was thinking chuck some felt down the inside just to hide all those dodgy bits. But for a project that I went into, I literally just woke up and went, I'm gonna make something today. I don't really know what. Think about the dice tower. I've tried to make one before, which was a bit of a disaster. I was trying to make a mini dice tower, like see how small you can make a dice tower, and nearly took my hand off in the pillar drill. So yeah, I doubt you want to see that, but anyway, yeah. So if you do want to see it, then shout. I can probably make a little video out of that massive failure where just literally wood went flying across my workshop. But yeah, I mean, I'm really chuffed with how the focus piece. I'm really chuffed with how the wood burning looks. Like I say, I did the sort of dice designs there, and then, you know, Ivy's magic sort of swirls going around it, and I've done that on all 4 sides. So we've got your D4 there, D6, D8. They're not perfect by any means, but again, it was just a bit of a laugh really, wasn't it? So you got the 6, 4, another 8 there. Obviously you got your D20 on the front. Yeah, and as you can see, we've kind of grunged up the wood a bit, make it look a bit darker. It's almost got a weird sort of greeny tone to it. I think that's from that furniture polish I was saying about. And you see this here, that's actually from, because it's made out of ply, and when I sanded it down a bit just to sort of get the effect, that sort of swish is actually sort of the layers of the ply and how that's sort of come off, and I really like it actually. I think it looks really cool. You got these sort of stripes down the sides and everything, and I think it just adds to that grungy bit. Here's the bit that I was on about earlier. I don't know if you can see where I've just had to take a tiny piece and glue it in because of the way that I say designed it. I didn't design it, I just loved a bit of wood together. Had I put a bit more thought into it, I would have sized up these sides so that we could just put it on the front or in the middle or something like that, and we wouldn't have had to worry about it. But as it was, didn't really want to mess around with it too much, didn't want to start recutting wood, and just sort of went for it, and just popped that little bit in. I think it looks okay. It's not ideal, like you can sort of see where the join is on the edge after sanding it down and everything. You see that? Yeah, there you go. You can definitely see it on the inside because there's some excess glue, but again, this is the kind of thing that I wanted to hide with a bit of felt, which, you know, I would have popped up to the old Hobbycraft or somewhere like that, a little craft store, and just got myself a sheet of like probably red I keep wanting to say velvet, I mean felt, and just sort the sides out a bit and neaten it up, but alas, wasn't an option. Not supposed to really be leaving the house unless it's essential. I don't think that really counts. I may order some and see what it looks like, but for now, here you go. Let me know what you think, guys. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if it's and what you would count as an interesting project. I have used it in one of my online games where I've had to roll in person. Worked quite well. I had to chuck it in a dice tray because I'll tell you what, when you just drop them in, they come flying out of here. But yeah, no, I'm really chuffed with it, and it's helped me get back into the swing of things a little bit and encourage me to get a bit more productive. I think that's really hard to do at the moment when we're stuck at home with all this horrible COVID-19 stuff. Just having little projects like that to keep you going, keep you in the mindset of doing stuff. I mean, I know I've really struggled, and I've got friends who've really struggled with, like, they just about get the day-to-day stuff done, but they struggle to find the motivation to do anything else. And I hope you guys are all right out there. And to be honest, at this point, with the amount of subscribers I've got and the amount of views that I've been getting, I probably know most of you, and thank you very much for subscribing and everything. If I don't know you, even better, thank you very much for joining the channel, and I really appreciate it. But sending my love from here in the UK, in the Midlands. I hope everyone's okay. Look after yourselves, look after each other. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Cheers guys, bye!